and Illimité. And there's some good news from Illimité, because from now on, every new Glory champion crowned in 2026 will receive a special championship ring box, including an exclusive timepiece from the Glory Illimité collection. Also, a warm welcome to our new sponsor, Match Worn Shirts. They will be the official auction partner for Glory Collision 9. And to launch the partnership, the signed fight gloves of the heavyweight champion crowned this Saturday will be auctioned, with Glory's share of the proceeds going to a charitable cause chosen by the champion, which I think is fantastic. Now, without further ado, let me introduce the 8 fighters of the 8-man light heavyweight tournament. Who will be the next light heavyweight champion? Sitting next to me, first fighter, one of the most spectacular fighters on the roster. He's Bahram Rajabzadeh. Give him a big round of applause. Then next to him, the infamous Louis Tavares. The newcomer of the year 2024, Jem Cáceres. Next to him, the Glory 2025 4-man light heavyweight tournament winner, the time bomb Michael Boapeya. Former light heavyweight title challenger next to him, Mohamed Touchassi. And then the man who broke all the records at middleweight in Glory, now making his anticipated light heavyweight debut, Donovan Wisse. Undefeated in Glory with back-to-back victories in his debut year, Mohamed Hamdi. And lastly, he's back, one of the most successful champion in Glory light heavyweight history, Artem Vahitov. Now, before I'll give the microphone to the press, I'll start things off with a couple of questions, starting with Jem. Jem, you come from a win, had some injuries before. How are your preparations for this tournament, and especially how are your injuries doing?
Hello, everyone. My injuries are gone, so I'm ready for Saturday, for tomorrow. And yeah, we are gonna put up a show. There are 8 of the best light heavyweights in the world, and we're gonna bring it tomorrow.
Mohamed Hamdi, for you, you are 2-0 in Glory. What can we expect from you in this tournament?
Hello, everyone. You can expect me to shock you a little bit.
In what way?
Winning.
Very good. Well, you're 2-0 in Glory, so we're used to it from you. Bahram, you're going to fight a really explosive fighter. What is your prediction for your fight?
Salam alaikum. Ya çok patlamasın ya. Yazık günah, deprem oldu. Sakin olsun. Ruby!
Ah,
Ruby!
we were waiting for that.
Ruby, İstanbul'un başkenti neresi? Malatya diyeceğim, Malatya. Öğren.
My opponent should feel okay. He might be an explosive fighter, but he should just relax. Otherwise, it's just going to be an earthquake. And then he just asked a question to Robbie about the capital of Istanbul, but that's a whole different topic.
Yeah. Mo, you're going to fight Bahram. He says you have to stay cool. Well, your fighting style is pretty explosive. How are you going to approach Bahram?
I think he underestimating me. You know, if he did some good fights, but tomorrow I will bring some other fire to him.
Nice, Louis. You're here since Glory 9, a veteran in the game. You're now finally getting a shot at a light heavyweight world title. How does that feel?
It feels great. It's been a long time coming, but I have fully, how can I say it? It's about time, and I trust the timing. So for me, it's no worries. I'm up for the task, and I'm here to put on a show for you, for the fans all over the world.
Awesome. You're going to fight Donovan Wisse. Donovan, this is your first bout at light heavyweight. You've won everything on the middleweight. What's the difference between the middleweight Wisse and the light heavyweight Wisse?
I think not to cut so much weight, and I'm just I'm an up and coming light heavyweight now. You know, I gotta prove myself, and that I'm going to do it tomorrow, and you're gonna see a spectacular fight from me.
Michael, you're in the fourth quarterfinal. You won the 4-man light heavyweight tournament last year. Does that make you the big favorite for this 8-man tournament?
For myself, I'm always the favorite, but that's something you have to ask the fans, of course, if I'm the favorite. But tomorrow will be the big day. Yeah.
And Artem, you finally returned. Well, we saw you fighting against Rico, now back at light heavyweight. What can we expect from you as a former champion?
Hello everyone. My English so bad. Okay, I speak Russian a little bit sometimes. Для меня это вернуться, можно сказать, домой в мой вес. Это я себя чувствую прекрасно, я давно этого ждал. Завтра все увидим, завтра хорошие бойцы. Я думаю, это будет от сложного у меня такая непростая сетка, и я думаю, от этого еще приятнее будет победа.
You know, I'm really happy to back home, you know, and to my original weight category. Here is really great fighters, all of them, and tomorrow we will see really the great show, and I think it's really good opportunity to see that tomorrow. Thank you very much.
All right, great. Well, it's time to give the microphone to the media. So make sure that if you have the microphone in front of you, that you stand up, state where you're from and who you're working for, and notice that...
Abi,
this
bir
is
şey söyleyeceğim ya. Ya şu çocuğa biraz sudan bir şey verin abi ya. Vallahi kalbi patlayacak stresten.
I just want to say, please give my opponent some water or something. He looks very stressed.
Ruby, şu çocuğa biraz su ver ya.
Robbie, give him some water, please.
Tomorrow he's gonna see. He talks too much. He's the clown of the show. Tomorrow he's gonna see.
Ya Ruby, kızları hani dövüştürmeyecektin? Niye dövüştürüyorsun abi?
Robbie, I thought ladies weren't allowed in this event. Why are you letting him fight?
Devam et neyse devam et.
Let him talk. He got the big mouth. Tomorrow you're gonna see.
Başka büyük şeylerim de var ha.
Other things are very big too.
Let's go to the first question.
Doet hij het? Ja. Mag ik praten?
Yes, this is going to
Okay,
be a
I'm
really
Nora
exciting
van-
fight.
Mag ik?
Let's go to the first question.
Ruby! Ruby bırak gel lan! İstanbul'un başkenti neresi? Diyeceğim Malatya. Öğren dersin öyle.
Okay, Bahram, put the microphone down. Let's go to the questions from the media from now on. All right?
Okay, my name is Nora from GNM Productions. Mikey, you won the last 4-man tournament. Do you think this gives you an advantage going into this one, or do you have to prove yourself all over again? Why are you laughing? Again. Okay, you won the last four-man tournament. Do you think this gives you an advantage going into this one, or do you have to prove yourself all over again?
I like to prove myself all over again. It's a different tournament. Now an extra fight coming up. So it will be different, but I will show them that I'm the best right now. So I will make no difference. I'll be the winner.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Whoosh.
Hello, with Zadero. I have a question for all 8 of you. Please be honest and say what you really think. Meneer Baram, who do you think is the easiest fighter to knock out in this tournament?
Hepsi.
All of them.
Oh, okay. Wow. Mohamed Touchassi, who do you think is the most overrated fighter in this tournament?
Bahram.
Okay, please be quiet. Please. Donovan Wisse, who do you think is the easiest fighter to beat in this tournament? Be honest, please.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Be
not-
honest, be honest. You know it. Just say it.
I don't know. They're all tough. They're all tough
Okay,
fighters.
okay. Next, Luis Tavares. Who's the one fighter in this tournament that talks like a champion but isn't one? Come on, come on.
You're too close to him, huh?
Say it. Just say it. I want to see a fight. Just say it.
My big friend over here. With all due respect.
Okay, nice. I like this. Nice. Okay, Jem Caceres. Out of the other 7 fighters, who would you absolutely not want to face in the final?
I think Wisse.
Okay, okay. Michael Boapea, champ. Who do you think leaves this tournament with the most damage? And I know you do a lot of damage.
Bara.
Okay. Artem Vakitov. Who's the lowest fight EQ in this tournament? And you can say this.
Я думаю, здесь все ребята достойные, поэтому не могу сказать. Но по стилю...
Allemaal niet zo lief, alsjeblieft. Ik weet nou al, hij zegt iets liefs. Come on, say something. Say, who?
По стилю не могу сказать, кто именно, но стиль такого безбашенного бойца, это, конечно, Бахрам и... Бахрам и Тучисай, мне кажется, это так. Okay, want to translate?
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah.
I really can't choose anyone, you know, so because everyone deserves something. But the most bright one and the craziest one for sure, Bahram, and I think it's Tuchasi as well.
Okay, thank you. Moment.
It will be a great fight, you know.
Yeah,
Because
I know. It's gonna be a
crazy
hard fight.
fighters, every punch finish.
I know. This is gonna be a knockout. For sure.
Fatality. No,
So
Mortal
people
Kombat.
must watch
Mortal
this.
Kombat, yeah.
100% knockout. Mohamed Hamdi. Who gets emotional the fastest during the fight? During a fight. Yeah.
I don't know
don't
them
know.
personally, so I don't know.
You don't know anyone?
Personally, no. So I don't know who's getting emotional. Me,
Okay.
not for sure.
Thank you very much.
Before we go to the next one, Bahram, what is your response? Everybody's calling your name.
Ya herkes beni söyledi. Fanlarımlar ya o yüzden.
Of course, the fans have to call out my name, so they just all called out my name.
Teşekkür ederim. Thank you Bill. He. Ben size bir şey soracağım şimdi böyle topunuza. Cem benim kardeşim hariç. Ah Cem'e çıktım ha. Türk çocuğum. Topunuza bir soru soracağım. Ringide dövüşleyen ne demiş?
I want to ask all of you, except for Jem, he's my brother. The other one's a question. Yeah, he's on the side. What did a fighter say to another fighter in the ring? Does anybody have the answer? Bekle.
Ya kardeş burada dövüş yok ki ben sorayım ya.
As you can see, there are no fighters here, so that's a silly.
What are you saying to the other fighter? What he's saying to the other fighter? Because I'm going there to fight, not to talk.
Fighters are in the ring. What's one fighter saying to the other fighter?
Yeah, that's my question. What he's saying to the other fighter? Because I'm not going there to talk.
Ya düğünden sonra kınayı göte yakarlar. Ben söyledim, soru söyleseydin.
Next question.
Hello everybody, Max here from Champs Talk. First off, I got a question for Donovan Wisse. Donovan, welcome back. What's gonna be the biggest difference tomorrow night? The fact that you're gonna fight in a different weight, or the fact that you're gonna fight 3 rounds again?
I think both, because I trained a lot on light heavyweight before this event, and then I needed to cut weight for my last fight. But it is 3 rounds, so gotta start early, gotta start fast, and I'm used to it. We trained hard, we trained good, so I'm ready for the challenge tomorrow and to prove myself again in the ring. Yes.
Thank you very much. I got a question for Vakitov. You're still undefeated at the light heavyweight division, as we know, but you have also fight at the heavyweight division. Is the title fight from tomorrow night gonna be something interesting for you?
Да, конечно, я считаю, я как являлся действующим чемпионом, и также у меня никто не забрал этот пояс, и завтра будем доказывать, что это по праву принадлежит мне, нам, нашей команде, которую мы уже прошли долгий путь в этой в команде, в Глории, и поэтому вернем свое, заберем.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm still undefeated, and I just gonna take it again, and just to prove to everyone that we passed very long way through all that glory times, and I'm still champion. So we're just gonna prove it again tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Last question for Motu Shasi. We see Bahram coming with a lot of trash talk tonight. What does this do for you? Does it do anything good? Does it motivate you even more?
No, I'm already motivated. You know, he's a big name. Let him talk. Tomorrow we're gonna talk in the ring.
Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow, guys.
What's up, guys? Ron Kruk with the American Broadcast. Very excited to be a part of Glory Collision 9 and some massive fights. There's some people in the United States are extremely excited about this tournament. I'd like to start with Donovan Visa. Question for you, Donovan. Moving up to light heavyweights, this has been a move that fight fans have wanted to see for so long. Why was this the right time, and how has preparation gone?
It was already the right time, the previous event, but Bahram got injured, so I couldn't make the debut. Training's been going well. I feel good. I feel good at the weight. I didn't needed to cut any weight, so I feel great. Much more energy. So yeah, do fight night. I'm gonna prove myself again, and yeah, be champion at the end of the night. Yes.
All right, and a question for Michael Boapea. Michael, you have won a 4-man light heavyweight tournament. You come into this one. How will that experience of winning a tournament before help you in this tournament? And what's the key to winning a Grand Prix?
Yeah, I had already won one, so I know how it feels to get injured but still fight on. So I think I have that in my pocket, and that's why I think a lot of people think I'm gonna win. And I think they don't have the heart like me, you know. When it gets tough, I see a lot of people, you know, they be a little bit bitchy and that kind of stuff. But I think I'm not that kind of person. So That's why I'm gonna win.
Thank you, guys.
Push.
Emil Sadarian from Stand 'em Up. Question for Bara. Besides the fact that you can win the title right here, we've also come to find out that Khababis is next for the winner of this tournament. Is that the extra piece that you would like to fight?
Şimdi arkadaşlar tabii şaka bir tarafa hepsi sporcular, hepsine saygım var. Bu işin bir kısmıdır. Dövüşte başka bir kısmıdır. Hepsi sağlam sporcu. Mesela Artem'i hafife alıyorlar bazı sporcular ama Artem hafife alınacak bir sporcu değil. Gerçekten sağlam bir sporcu. Ve inşallah da ki kemeri ben alacağım. Ve kemeri aldıktan sonra seve seve dövüşeceğiz.
First of all, I want to say all jokings and all kiddings aside, you know, these are all amazing fighters and I respect every one of them, you know, because this is our job and what we do in the ring is something else and what we do here is something else. So that's first. And secondly, I'm hoping, of course, to become the champion tomorrow, to win the title. And after that, I would love to get a rematch against Tarek.
Thank you. Question for Mohammed Hamdi.
Sorry, I also want to say one thing, sorry. He also said, you know, also a very special respect to Artem. You know, everybody thinks he's like, he hasn't fought for a long time and everything, but Artem is a very solid fighter who had this title for a long time. So an extra shout out to Artem.
Question for Hamdi. You seem a little bit tense, it seems, and when you got asked a question, you said you're ready to surprise people. Do you feel like you're being underrated here?
Yeah, for sure.
How come?
All the guys here and all the fans telling that I'm the last one, so I'm a little bit put like the underdog. It's my place, so I'm ready to shock you.
Thank you. Question for Artyom. Obviously, you've been a champion for a long time. You're coming back to this division, but Boape is a favorite against you right now. Do you feel a bit underappreciated, and do you feel like you have to prove yourself again?
Для меня это не важно, кто против меня и там какого уровня боец. Я выхожу, я занимаюсь своим любимым делом и доказываю, что лучше. И у меня сейчас на данный момент мотивация забрать, вернуть свое, то, что оно принадлежит. И я чувствую, что я это могу. Я сейчас в прекрасной форме, замечательно себя чувствую и физически, и психологически, поэтому завтра будет отличный турнир, отличный вечер. Я думаю, всем понравится и нам тоже.
You know, first of all, it doesn't matter who going in front of me, against me. And, you know, I really feel great. And I just going to take what really related and belongs to me. And tomorrow will be a great night when I will have that opportunity again to prove it. So any advantages from his side don't make me any appreciations or something like additional. So just going to take what really belongs to me.
All right, thank you. Question for Motu Shasi. Obviously, a bit of a tense press conference here. That's always the case with Bahram, right? Seems like he may have gotten under your skin a little bit. Is that the case?
No, I think he's making a show here. He's doing a good job. He's hyping the fight. Tomorrow we're gonna fight in the ring and not talk.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Giovanni with Sport News. In this tournament, there's a lot of cool storylines. One of the storylines is Boapea, who might face Visse again. In this case, how are you different in light heavyweight than in middleweight for you?
I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I've got more muscles, so he will feel it tomorrow if he wins against Tavares. It's a different Michael Boapea and the light heavyweight. So that's why.
Donovan, do you think you're gonna meet a different Boapea tomorrow?
He's bigger, he's stronger, so am I. So we will see. I prepare for the best Boapea. And if he wins from Fakitov, then I will face him in the second round, and I know the outcome.
All right. A question for Bahram and Artem. And you're on the same management, and I think that you guys actually like each other. Does it give some extra weight in who will win this fight, if you might face each other?
Ну, мы с Бахрам в хороших отношениях в команде, да, и он помогал мне готовиться, когда я готовился к защите с Таваресом, поэтому мы хорошо относимся. Ну да, если мы дойдем, мы в разных сетках, если дойдем до финала, встретимся в финале, это будет, я думаю, отличный бой. Ну, спорт, это будет спорт, а вне спорта мы также можем хорошо общаться, без проблем.
You know, we are really good team, good teammates, and also Bahram was helping to me in a long time in my preparation for my title defense against Tavares. And you know, sport is sport, and even if you will get each other in the final, you know, it doesn't mean that out the ring it will change something. So we still will be the friends, the team, and it just will show what sport is it.
No answer? Oh, awesome. Okay, that concludes our press conference for the light heavyweight division. Give them one big round of applause. The 8 fighters of the light heavyweight tournaments tomorrow at Glory Collision 9, and one of them will be the next champion, the next light heavyweight champion. Stay tuned, because in a couple of minutes we will start with the second part of the press conference, in which we involve the heavyweights that are on the card tomorrow. Yes, welcome back at the second part of the press conference for Glory Collision 9, the event that will take place tomorrow in Rotterdam Ahoy. And next to that wonderful 8-man tournament in the light heavyweights, we also have 2 bouts in the heavyweight division. One of them probably or maybe a contender fight between Antonio Plazibat and Anis Bouzid. And of course we have the world title fight in the heavyweight division between Milos Cveticanin and Mori Kroma. It's time to introduce the 5 people on stage, probably starting with the man in the middle, obviously not in the heavyweight weight class, but a big man nevertheless, our Glory CEO, Marshall Zeleznik. And then the man with the quickest KO of 2025, number 4 ranked heavyweight Anis Bouzid. Then Glory veteran Antonio Plazibat. Fighter of the Year 2025, Milos Cveticanin. And the new Glory Heavyweight World Champion, new King of Kickboxing, making his first title defense, the Black Ghost, Mori Kroma. All right, before I'll pass the mic to the media, I'll start it off with some questions. Anis, for you, the first question. You're a rising star in the heavyweight division. You're facing a veteran, Antonio Plazibat. How does that feel?
Salam alaikum tout le monde, je me sens super bien, alhamdulillah. Il y a une belle préparation, on est prêt à affronter n'importe qui, comme je vous l'ai dit la dernière fois. Et maintenant, demain, on va mettre en place le combat et vous allez kiffer.
Hello everyone, I feel very good. The preparation went very well. We're ready to face anybody. It's Antonio tomorrow. We're going to put the game plan together and everything is going to go all right.
Does that game plan involve a lot of boxing? Because we know Antonio is a really good boxer.
Ça, vous allez le découvrir par vous-même demain, Inch'Allah.
You'll have to find out about that yourself tomorrow. Yeah.
Antonio, it's nice to have you back again. How does it feel to get back in here? Especially you were the one who was trash talking all the time, and now you have a fellow, a companion in Bahram.
Oh, yeah, I like Bahram. He did great. We need more people like him to speak up their mind a little bit more, because this is fighting promotions. You need to promote the fight. Self-explanatory, and if you just sit here and don't say nothing, nobody cares about your fight, and nobody wants that.
How would you promote your fight against Anis?
It's like fighting Levy again. It's just game plan, and what should I say to that? My game plan is to give the best fight we can give, because for the fight you need a tool. So I will be looking for the knockout. I will put the pressure. I will go forward. I will do everything in my power to knock him out, and that's the game plan. And if he wants, I already told him at the crossover, any kind of way, like if he thinks the fight will be better if I stay in the corner or pressure him or stay in the center, I'll go back, up to him.
Awesome. Milos, you were very close. You were very, very close to that belt. Unfortunately, you were injured. How's your physique doing, first of all?
Hello, everybody, again. I'm just, again, so thankful to be here, and it's so overwhelming now for fighting for this, which I slipped last time. It was so close, but it's just a sport, you know, it happens. Our sport is a fighting sports, combat sports, you know, the injuries are all the time here, you know, all the time present, so it happens. Doctors didn't let me to fight it, you know, I wanted to, but it's even better for me not to fight because I wouldn't do anything. Now, as I believe, this soul is just a destiny, so I think it's the right moment for this right now. Me and him, we will figure out tomorrow. I'm going with my life in the ring, so we'll see who's going to be a winner.
Yeah, so physically you're perfect. How did you recover mentally from not fighting for the world title that time?
Okay, physically everything is good, you know. You recover, you just go to the rehabs, you know. I just walked, you know, to put that toe back into the, you know, into the joint. You know, liver is also fine. It all happens. Mentally, you know, we are fighters, we are warriors. There's nothing to heal, you know. There's nothing to break inside of here or here, you know. We always go forward and we always go for the best and give our best, and that's it.
Awesome. Maury, a question for you. How is your life as the new king of kickboxing, maybe?
No, it's nice. I love it. I met new people, more fans. I gained more and more and more after each game. People like me. Very excited life. I don't want to leave. So I gotta keep the gold with me so I can enjoy it a little more.
Yeah, you obviously are more popular, more interviews, also an interview with Ariel Helwani, and you told him that you need a knockout. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I need a knockout.
Why?
I need a knockout because I don't want to see, like, I don't want give the view to the people that I am gonna be like Rico, like tactical, putting all out there, like always. I'm a good fighter. I know it by myself. Intelligence is there. Everything is there. He's a good fighter. But I have to show the people that I'm the better fighter. I don't think a lot of people really listening to me. Y'all listening, but y'all don't understand where I came from. You have to understand. And I have to let y'all see that tomorrow is going to be crazy. I have to do it again. After the Bahrain fight, people understand it. I had an accident. I still won the tournament on my 60%. I wasn't all the best. But this preparation for this fight, I promised myself, not the people, I promised myself that I will do better the next time when I will fight Milos. He is here right now. I will do better. And that's why I need a knockout. I need to knock him out to let the people see, hear everything, that I'm the better one. And that's my promise. I need a knockout. I will give him the knockout. He has a lot of mental support. They're not supporters. They are mental support. That's different. I don't need that. I just fight. I fight, I go for the knockout. That's where I am.
Awesome. Looking forward to the fight tomorrow. Marshall sitting in between them. How impressed have you been of the rise of Milos and Maury in glory?
Yeah, it's been, as a promotion, you can't wish for anything better, frankly, to have fighters that, first of all, remember they started in light heavyweight and stepped up, and to do what they're doing in the heavyweight division can't be overstated. The heavyweight division is the glamour division. It's the most coveted belt, and not to put any extra pressure on Maury, but, heavy is the crown. And I think, hearing him talk the way he is about a knockout is frankly what you want to hear from fighters. You want to see them put it all out there. But he carries a lot of pressure. Milos doesn't shy away from this, so that matchup is going to be exciting. And then to have Plazi back and Bouzid, who again stepped up. It's hard to imagine that Bouzid was once a light heavyweight. He's so big. So yeah, it's great. The event itself is just about sold out. That's a testament to the fighters. And of course, our team that's done a wonderful job on it. Everyone that's here, thank you for being here. But yeah, the heavyweight division is a fun division. It's really fun now, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, the event is almost sold out. What is your overall feeling on the impact of Glory Collision 9?
When Robbie and Jeep and John and PJ, when we all sort of sit around and talk about the fight card, you never know how the fans will react to it. And we're pretty hard on ourselves as we start building these cards. We're never, we always want to make the best card we can make. And sometimes the pieces aren't available. Sometimes the timing doesn't work. But this all worked. And the fans have reacted to it. The fighters have reacted to it. When you're here at this event and you see how the fighters are walking around, you see how, at least I watch our teams, like how they are physically and mentally. They're walking around a little taller, and to have an event like this at the Ahoy, which I'm confident we will sell every ticket. I think there's a couple hundred tickets left. Where is PJ? So this thing will sell out. And again, that's the fighters. To sell out the Ahoy, that's pretty rare air. And we didn't make these tickets cheap. So yeah, it's a big event, and it's come together very nicely. We're really proud.
There's a lot of impact for Glory Collision 9. I'm wondering, as a Glory CEO, are you proud of Glory Kickboxing, especially now that we saw Rico fighting Usyk, we have former champion Alex Pereira being the UFC champ. Are you proud?
Yeah, so maybe to make this really personal. So, you know, I used to be a massive traditional boxing fan. And, you know, grew up, I'll age myself here, like watching Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes and the welterweights and Mike Tyson. And when I first got into, let's say, this sport, if you will, I was on the media side, and I was doing the big boxing deals for pay-per-view. And the UFC was around. And I didn't quite understand MMA. I was a boxing loyalist. And I became a real MMA fan. Obviously, I went to work for the company there and became a fan. I always had an appreciation for kickboxing. But when I joined Glory, and now it became my life, it's like I just got the chills. These are the baddest men on the planet, in my opinion. What these fighters do, how often they do it, how they train, it's so different than MMA. And I've grown to love it and appreciate it more than when I first started. And that didn't happen just because it was my job. It happened because I got to watch these fighters. And then when you see what Rico did, and you see what Alex did, and other fighters who went from kickboxing to these crossover sports, nobody in the crossover space can do what these guys can do. And we're really proud. I know Pierre, obviously our founder, is very proud. And I feel lucky every day that I'm working with this company and with these fighters. And, you know, I do these things, but this, for me, it's really about the fighters. That's why you don't see me so often. And I really want these fighters to have the stage. That's who deserves it. But I appreciate the question. I like the ability to brag about who these guys are and what this sport is. So thank you.
Thank you. It's time for questions from the media.
Mina Milovanovic from Sportal. We came here from Serbia to witness Miloš making history. Miloš, do you feel the support of your country?
Hello. Well, it's just, like I said, it's overwhelming. For me, it's so huge. I wouldn't even believe it that it would come up to this number of the people that are supporting me. So at the end of the day, I don't know if this all matters, but I think the one thing is important, that it's how to be a man in the end. So, but since we are fighting, you know, I'm gonna put everything I have in the ring. Every time I step inside, you've seen me stepping inside. In all events, I never decline anything. I'm not saying it, it's just the truth. It's a path of a warrior. And that's why I think I have so many supporters, because whatever I do, I try to do to be truth. You know, I make mistakes every day, you know. Maybe sometimes I lie about something. Maybe I do something wrong, but every day when I wake up, I try to be a better man. And that's why I think all of these people want to see me win, and I'll give it to them.
Ron here, Fight Sports Insider. Miloš, your compatriot already told you if you're fighting for the country. Do you feel the pressure from the people from Serbia on your shoulders to win this?
No, never. Everything about this is, you know, nothing which is like support or something is never pressure, you know. We do fight, and when you think like in that objectively, that might be a pressure, but when you think about it, it's just a blessing. I mean, it's on us. We have to choose. It's a pressure or if it's a blessing. I choose it to be a blessing, and it just helps me, you know. I just go with the flow, and I fly with it, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Well, question for Antonio. You already came close to a title fight with Rico. Now these two guys are fighting for the title tomorrow. Are you extra motivated to fight one of them for the title again because you're going to be one of the contenders?
First, I need to do a good job tomorrow, and by the good job, we need to give the great fight and a spectacular win. That's how you get a chance to fight for championship. That's what I want to do, and I'd never care too much about the belt. I more care to be the guy who's gonna beat Rico. The belt is just to put it at the mama's house, and mama is happy. I don't think I will wear it anywhere else. The only thing I said, doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just I will not be here if I don't think I can be the best. I don't want to be. I told that already 100 sides. I don't want to be the help some other guys make his story. If I'm not good enough to be the champion, to be number one, to beat everybody, I will just go. Like I will be cool with that. I have no problem. I try, give my best, didn't go, so that's it.
Thank you. I have a question for Mr. Zalesnik. The American press is here, so as a sharp listener, can we obtain from that you're maybe looking outside the Netherlands again, maybe going to the US for a second try?
Yeah, I think, one of our jobs is to take these great events to other parts of the world. The U.S. is always on the list. Before COVID, we were running events there. We just launched some new partners in the U.S., some new media partners, some very big media companies that are getting behind Glory. So while we don't have any immediate plans, it is part of an initiative of ours to make sure that we take advantage of a little bit of what's happening in the combat space generally, whether it's in boxing or MMA, and make sure that we're like on the front end of that wave as we sort of re-enter some of these markets. But yeah, very insightful.
One last question. The light heavyweight tournament tomorrow, there is one name that fans also would have liked to see, Sergei Masloboyev. Is there any update on him? Because he's one of the former champions.
Yeah, so Maslow is still under contract with us. We were in touch with him maybe 3 weeks ago. No, sorry, longer ago. Maybe when we were putting the tournament together. So it didn't quite work out timing-wise with him, but you can expect to see him back. Like I said, he's still under contract.
Giovanni here for Sport News, and this question is for Mori. And you have been called a couple of times now the king of kickboxing. Of course, we know your nickname is Black Ghost. If you can choose one of those, which one of those nicknames would you like to prefer to have?
Black Ghost. Always Black Ghost.
All right.
I love myself as Black Ghost, Mori, the Black Ghost, Chroma, only.
All right, thank you. And this question is for Antonio. Actually, the people that are fighting now for the heavyweight title are, well, light heavyweights, but they came up. Of course, they gained weight. How is it for you to see, like, light heavyweight fighters fighting for the heavyweight belt?
Good. I think in general, people, like everybody wants to see the biggest guy fighting. Doesn't matter, does he know anything or something. If you see two big guys fighting, you will be interested. And right now, light heavyweights are the tournament. These two guys, Masloboyev, Kababes, they are all killers. Right now, the light heavyweights are, whoo! Yeah, thank God I got a little bit fatter, so I don't need to fight all of them. But yeah, the light heavyweights right now is the division of Glory. That's the hardest to win.
Yes.
And the heavyweights are some okay, some shit. That's it.
Okay. Question for Marcel. We all, Tariq Kababes has mentioned, we're happy to see that he's waiting for the winner of this fight. We know his side of the story. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Glory side of the story that came out regarding Tariq?
Yeah, obviously we heard the story. If you haven't figured it out by now, at least when I make decisions about when to speak of these things, we'll speak about them when we need to. And so you didn't hear us reacting to Tariq. We respect him too much. We know how hard this business is on fighters. Where we've worked through all of the issues that Tariq had, I think there's a better understanding. I don't know, when you got into a schoolyard fight, you respected the guy, you fought more after it. And so we already had a lot of respect for Tariq. And so we're happy that he's happy. And we're looking forward to, making sure that, he's in a good headspace because it's so important for these fighters. But the business at hand for the light heavyweights tomorrow is, is hard enough to have to worry about Tarek for these fighters. So I appreciate the question, but yeah, business as usual in a lot of ways.
Thank you. Final question for me. And Mark told at the introduction that Plazibat and Bouzid that they might be next in line. Will they might be next in line, or will they be next in line for this heavyweight title?
Yeah, I don't. This isn't uncommon. Like, a lot has to happen, right? We need to see what happens. They are the obvious next choice, but this fight, you never know how it's going to work out. You know, depending on how that goes, it could be a totally different move. But this is a very critical fight for these two fighters, no doubt. But we won't match that fight until after we see what happens.
Question from Remyaski, Warrior Code. Get your account on warriorcode.com. Question for Maury. When Milos was talking, you were laughing and you were all in thoughts. What were your thoughts? Can you share this with us?
My thoughts with him is just, yeah, it's like a little bit a mentally game for me. The way he talked was a little bit emotional. I understand it. And that emotional talk, you can be emotional with me at this moment. You know, people need to see fire in your eyes and not that emotionally side. And at my point, I'm still fired up after winning the belt, after winning the tournament. And I'm still fired up because for me, job ain't finished. Job ain't finished.
Milos, at the Crossfire, when we were talking together with Maury, there was some moment that something triggered, something fired up in your eyes. What was it? What was it? What Maury said to you that you got some kind of emotional?
Well, nothing particular, but I think it was just, you know, we were just getting close to fight, you know, and I think it's the reason why I got fired up. But there's nothing that, like, some special reason that could make me nervous or something, you know. I mean, people ask me about supporters. I cannot be unemotional about it. I have to be emotional about it, you know. And that's how I approach to this, you know. In the ring, you know, I'm a killer, you know. I'm going for a kill, you know. All due respect for all the fighters, you know. I have respect for everybody, for Chroma, for everyone. But inside the ring, I'm going for the head, and you know it. And that's the rule of fighting. That's the game of fighting, you know. And that's what I do. So there's nothing actually that triggers me, you know. I have my mind, my mindset, and that's how I'm going inside of the ring. Was that a good answer?
That's a good answer. Maury, what's your final words for Milos for tomorrow?
I just wish him good luck. Like, bring it out there, and let's see why are you going to be a champion. But but for me, yeah, for me it's just the same. I'm just gonna win the fight, but I need to win it by a good way. And for me, what I need is a knockout. That's the only thing what I can say.
One last question for Mr. Selesnik. As a CEO, we love to see you sit there and give us some answer to all the questions we have, especially from the media, fans. You said before that you don't want to sit here and let the fighters take the stage. But looking forward, we would love to see you sit there more often, so we can ask you some more questions about how the fighters are, how the business is going, and et cetera, et cetera. My first question to you is, looking at the heavyweights, Plazibat already said it. Your investment in last year for the 32 fighters in the heavyweight, in my opinion, was not the best choice. And now I see 8 of the best fighters in the light heavyweight. They are doing a great job. Even Milos and Maury Kromar are light heavyweights, doing a great job in the heavyweight. What can you say about your investment in the 32 fighters that you had last year, and looking back to last year, that was not the best year of the heavyweights, I believe. And now looking at the 8 fighters in the light heavyweight, they're doing a great job, and I'm sure that tomorrow we'll see a lot of good kickboxing, not only boxing, not only kicks, but kickboxing.
Yeah, I think you may have heard me say, first of all, thanks for the offer to be here more often. But you've heard me say before, you know, when we invested into the heavyweight division, I think one of the key lessons we learned, putting aside the quality of the fighters and maybe the fights, in your opinion, is we ended up taking our eye off the ball on some of the other weight divisions, and certainly Robbie and Jeep felt the brunt of it with fighters that needed fights. So we sort of changed things around. So that was one big learning. The other thing was it's become clear to us through that process and then the anticipation of trying to build another group of fighters, if you will, to compete in another tournament, that there's not a ton of heavyweights out there that you can identify to bring into it. When we first were contemplating the 32-man heavyweight event, we had hoped that light heavyweights would come up. There's something dynamic when fighters move up and out of weight classes. I mean, Donovan is doing it into the light heavyweight. We love to see that because it creates a dynamism and a different challenge for every fighter. Maury and Milos deserve to be here. They're heavyweights who can compete against heavyweights, I have no doubt. But I think our learning is that we need to do some more work to develop some more heavyweights so that we can get another tournament going on. So, breaking news, we probably aren't doing an 8-man tournament this year. We had thought we would, but I think we need to do a little bit more work before we do something like that. But the good news is we have some very competitive top heavyweight talent that will keep the division going.
Thank you. One last question for Mori. You've seen Varuva fighting in the crossover fights. Would that be something for you?
Yeah, that would be something nice to do. Rico have done a great job. What Rico showed to the people is like kickboxers can be tough. We have shown it in MMA and now in boxing, and for me it will be something great to do. I have an arrangement with Glory, so I can do crossover fights, so they're open to it if it's interesting for Glory.
Who would you fight?
Who would I fight?
Is there a name?
For me, if I could fight somebody, a knockout artist, then I would choose Deontay Wilder. That would be nice.
I'll shoot one question to Anis. Anis, considering you win your fight against Antonio Plazibut, who do you want to face in your potential title fight? Because you have some history.
Peu importe qui gagne, je serais heureux de les boxer tous les deux parce que comme tu as dit, j'ai une histoire avec les deux. Le combat avec Maury, c'est pas terminé, je me suis blessé. Et le combat avec Milos, c'était un très beau combat et j'aimerais bien reprendre des revanches dans les deux cas avec les deux personnes.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I have history with both, so I welcome both of them, both rematches. The fight with Maury didn't really end. The fight with Milos was great, but I really want a rematch as well. So I'm in a good spot because whatever one of them two wins, I want my rematch, so it's fine for me.
Hi, I'm Nora from GNM Productions. Milos, what do you think about Mori being so vocal about beating your ass while you're keeping it low-key?
Can you repeat?
What do you think about Mori being so vocal about beating your ass while you're keeping it so low-key?
Well, he has no choice. He has to talk about it, you know. He has to push that story, you know, in the air. But the real happening is going to be tomorrow. We'll see who's going to be better. We both have stories in our past fights. You know, he says it was his worst night. I believe it. It was also my worst years, you know, of living bad life. And this makes really interesting story because back then he was 9th, I think so, on the ranking list. I was 10th. And now he's the champion. I'm the first on the ranking list. So we make a really good story about competing, you know. We had really good circle of fights, you know, and now we meet at the top, so I'm so excited about it. I mean, I believe many people want to hear me try to sell the fight like I'm gonna break him, I'm gonna kill him and everything, but my gosh, this is so sweet. We're fighting at the top, we're gonna see who is better, you know. I'm going to give all I got, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Esme from GNN Productions. Mori, you've beaten Milos before. Besides that win,
Yeah.
What makes him dangerous enough to take your world title?
He's a great boxer, I think. He's shown a lot through other fighters. After my fight with Milos, I won that fight. It wasn't my best fight in my career. I think I was less experienced than right now, and I showed my way to the people. He showed his way to the people, and for me, I don't think he has a chance to beat me because my way was a lot tougher. I had to fight with Michael Boapea. Everybody knows Boapea is a tough fighter. And then a powerhouse like Cookie. Yeah, and then to win both, it's a great, how do you say, the confidence is more bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger right now. So I don't see any chances that Milos can beat me. I don't see it. Can you see it? Yeah?
You know they like Milos.
Yeah.
All the
I know
girls
they
in
like
there. All the
Milos.
girls in there like Milos.
Yeah, but I want to answer. She said we will see. I want to hear yes.
All right, that concludes our press conference for now. Give them one big round of applause, the fighters in the heavyweight bouts tomorrow on Glory Collision 9. And stay tuned because in a few moments we'll have the weigh-ins and you don't want to miss this action-packed moment today and tomorrow.
Amazing thing. We just met Mike Tyson, and he's one of a kind. You know, like almost like we imagined. You know, he's just one and only, and one of the favorite men I've ever seen in my life. You know, and now I have this privilege to meet him in person, which is I can't even explain it. You know, I wish I could just jump there and hug him, but I don't want to interrupt him. I will do it later, definitely. He's my hero. You know that. You know, because of the style and everything. Everybody compares us too much, you know, which is it's also cool for me to hear it. So yeah, amazing experience.
Like I can't wait to get in there with you. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Got it. Best of luck, guys. That's right. Get there, Bond. That's right. Lead the way. May the best man win.
I will win.
You ready to get out of here?
It's not the first one, but it's a special one. It's a special one with Mike Tyson. It's great. Like to have a legend in our country before the fight. It's another energy. And for me, it's a surprise, like to see Mike Tyson in your life. That's crazy. For me, it's something special. And now the stare down.
Mike, can we get a t-shirt?
It gives you another boost, a big boost.
Of course, it gives a boost. You know, it's an amazing thing. You know, one and only Mike Tyson. What could I say? You know, he gave us everything. You know, from styles to techniques. You know, how to be a man. You know, how to grow up, how to fall and how to stand up again. You know, he's truly amazing.
I'm speechless, man. Yeah, I'm speechless. I think I'm in shock. Yeah, for me, I'm in shock.
It's so cool, man. I'm so happy for it. You know, I wish he could watch our fight. You know, that would be cool. You know, because of the style I put inside of the ring. But yeah, cool. He's an amazing man. I'm so thankful.
Yeah, fight week is the best week of my life. I sleep the best. Nobody's bothering me. Nobody's texting. They all act like I'm a little bit, you know, special needs type of guy because everybody's like on tiptoes. So if there's a week in my life where I enjoy it, it's a fight week. So I'm really happy right now.
Yeah, the big fight, the main event, title fight. Yeah. You'll be looking with close eyes to that.
Yeah, I'll be looking, of course. After I'm done my fight, just go back, chill, and look what's happening to see in which way the fight will go.
What do you think, Chico?
Something is escalating here. I love it. It's gonna be a great fight. Him and Milos. It's gonna be a great fight. I think Mori's a little bit too smart. I like Milos a lot, but I think Mori's a little bit too smart for him. Moves too well, but we will see. Because Milos got a strong punch, so I don't know.
We'll see how it goes. I don't think Chroma can take a lot of punches. So that's a chance for Milos. But as fight moves on, he has a good pressure, and sometimes Milos shows he had a problem with that pressure, like against Boapea. Milos, I know him and his coach, so in a way I want him to win, but at the same time I don't want him to win because I would rather fight Mori than him, because Milos I like and Mori I really don't give a fuck, so that's it.
Always bring it with you?
Always. Nah, I brought it because I was gonna see Mike. Nah, I can't eat about because I was gonna see Mike, but he was gone so fast, and he was there for 5 minutes, so I couldn't show him. But I showed him last time, you know, so it doesn't really matter.
You know. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do. You know it.
I think it will be a great tournament because very tough fighters, very great fighters. Okay, we show this tournament because I think with this tournament best for the last time in Glory and tournament. Yeah, because very strong guys all tournament. Yeah. Now better because I have many sometimes little bit problem. I has a problem now. Right, I'm ready. Just with this I'm champion with category light heavyweight. I champion because I lost after this situation. Okay, I'm back. Okay, this is my title, my weight. I do it again. Legend gloves, yeah.
Ask him why he doesn't like Boapea.
I like Boapea. No problem. Yeah.
You said before he's a little bit cocky.
It's a show, you know. You remember Zach Mikaso? Zach Mikaso. Very many talk. You remember after what is it? Yeah.
Okay, and in your dream, who you fight in the final?
Bahram. Bahram. The final will be Bahram and Artem.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, mark my words.
It's on tape now, so.
He want money.
Yeah, too much money.
Yeah, I cannot wait. My biggest fight for now was the injuries. I had a good, not so good, but a good way of not having injuries for a longer time. And now I'm injured all the time. But it can always get worse, it can always get better. At least I'm still in position to get back to the ring and can fight, so I'm happy. I just cannot wait, but not in a way that other people are saying. I'm just really happy that I have opportunity to fight. Because we will blink in a moment, we will be 45 years old, and I'll miss these days, so I really want to enjoy it every single time. 120 kilos, 6 reps. Mike would say. I'm just glad to be back. I cannot wait to enter the ring, start throwing punches for Buzid to hit me. I want him to come, to exchange, to do the war, to do exciting fight,
to look for the knockout, to give knockouts.
I expect to see the rematch with Mori Kroma because we have unfinished business.
I saw Milos is in the final. I beat his ass one time. I can do it twice.
We all saw what happened to Milos. He unfortunately is unable to fight in the finals tonight.
Stunning news. Mori was ready to make the walk to fight, but he is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Now a champion. It would be a nice fight to fight Milos.
You know, sometimes you think about maybe you need to rest, but who cares, you know? I'm going to rest when I'm dead.
It has to be Milos versus Mori next. Both fresh in 5 rounds.
Hell yeah, sign me up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the official weigh-in for Glory Collision 9 coming up tomorrow night at Rotterdam Ahoy. Great news today. There are only a couple of hundred seats left for this one. It's going to be a complete sellout for one of the biggest nights ever in kickboxing history, certainly one of the biggest events of the year 2026. And I was thinking about this, and after watching a couple of the press conferences earlier, I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind. If you are a kickboxing fan and have been your entire life, there may not have ever been a more explosive gathering of light heavyweights on a single card than we will have for you tomorrow night in Rotterdam at Ahoy. There's also a little unfinished business between Mori and Milos for the heavyweight championship of the world that'll finally be settled for an undisputed championship coming up tomorrow night. Before we get to the official weigh-ins, just a couple of notes of business here to remind everyone that may be watching around the world right now. If you're in the Netherlands, you can catch the action on Kijk, international pay-per-view on DAZN, Triller, and payperview.com. If you need more global broadcast information, make sure you go to glorykickboxing.com. Also want to say thank you to some great sponsors. Kraken, Fairtex, and Illimite are back with us for this event. Speaking of Illimite, we have a big announcement to make that from now on through this year, 2026, every new Glory champion crowned is going to get a special Champions ring box, including an exclusive timepiece from the Glory Illimite collection. They're absolutely beautiful, and we'll share more about that coming up between now and the event tomorrow night. But there's more. We want to officially welcome Match Worn Shirt as our new official auction partner for Glory Collision 9. And to launch the sponsorship, the signed fight gloves of the heavyweight champion that'll be crowned tomorrow night are going to be auctioned off, and Glory's share of the proceeds will actually go to a charitable cause that'll be chosen by the champ himself, which I think is a nice touch, and we'll tell you more about those opportunities also. Before we get to the weigh-ins and bring the fighters onto the scales, let me just welcome two important people from our talent operations department. Robbie Timmers is here with us as always, and Jip Tessier is on the stage, and they will be overseeing the weigh-ins. Without further ado, let's get to this huge card that's coming up tomorrow night, Rotterdam Ahoy. We hope you can be there with us. If not, catch it wherever you are on any of the broadcast partners that we have worldwide. First on the scales, and this is the way the night will begin, Luna Sang taking on Andres Santos in the featherweight division. Sang, only his second Glory appearance, fighting out of Algeria. Lunas, come on out here. Let's get you onto the scales. His professional record, 20 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw with 13 career knockouts. His debut actually came in Japan at last summer's Glory Rise Featherweight Tournament. And he won a 4-man, 1-night tournament in France last year. Lunas weighs in 64.9. Now his opponent, Andres Santos. He's here out of Lisbon, Portugal, 23-3 with 10 knockouts. In 3 prior Glory appearances, he's had 3 knockdowns. His debut at Glory 94 in Antwerp, he won by second round KO, 64.9 as well for Andre Santos. The featherweights get the day started tomorrow. Will be an early start, 4:30 local time. We also have some welterweights on this card. Figueiredo Landman and Mehdi Ait El Haj. Let's get Figgy under the scales first. Landman fighting out of the Netherlands, 14-2, but 12 of those 14 wins have come by knockout. He arrives on an 11-fight winning streak, 8 of those by knockout, and he's won 2 of his last 3 inside the Glory ring. 76.8 kilos for Figgy Landman. Now Mehdi Ait El Haj out of Morocco, currently ranked number 2 in the Glory World Rankings. His professional record, 35 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws, and 8 career knockouts. The talent, winner of 7 of his last 8. 76.9 for Ait El Haj, who competed for the welterweight belt at Glory 103 last summer. You know about the 8 participants in the Light Heavyweight Grand Prix. We have a reserve bout. These 2 fighters fighting for the opportunity to fill in, if needed, if one of our fighters later in the evening is unable to compete. It's Jimmy Lavinius Omani and Serkan Özkaglian. Lavinius Omani out of Nigeria will step onto the scales first. 12 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He participated in the Light Heavyweight Proving Grounds earlier this year, and he weighs in at 94.4 kilos for Lavinius Omani. Serkan Özkaglian, his opponent out of Turkey by way of Den Haag. 49 wins, 11 losses, and 36 career knockouts. He last fought 1 year ago at Glory 100 and comes in a winner of 4 of his last 5. Weighing in at 91.6 for Serkan. Serkan, by the way, a 75% knockout ratio in the Glory ring. Had the knockout of the year 3 years ago. The next bout to the scales turns out to be a catchweight between Deniz Demirkapu and Buryan Peposhi. No love lost between these 2. We had some fireworks in our fighter meetings yesterday. Let's get Deniz Demirkapu onto the scales first. Fighting out of Turkey and Morocco. 17 wins, 5 losses. He's currently ranked number 4 in the Glory World Rankings. The bad boy looking to avenge a loss to Peposhi 1 year ago at Glory 100. Tips the scales at an even 67 kilos. Now, Buryan Peposhi, he too, ranked in the top 5 right now in the Glory World Rankings, comes in at number 3 out of Albania. 32 wins, 8 losses, 16 career knockouts. He participated in the last featherweight standing tournament in Tokyo last year. Peposhi, 66.9 kilos. Watch out for this one. They've met once before. They will meet again tomorrow night inside Ahoy in Rotterdam. Both of these 2 have heavy hands for featherweights. There's more light heavyweight action on this card. Ilyas Hamouchi taking on Masoud Salemovic. This also is a rematch from one of the craziest fights we've ever had in the Glory Ring. Hamouchi, out of Morocco, 34 wins, 9 losses, a two-time European champion, tips the scales today at 92.1 kilos. He came up short in one of the craziest finishes we've ever had at Glory 98. Now his opponent, and his opponent that night as well, Masoud Selimovic, out of Bosnia-Herzegovina. The Bosnian soldier, 33 wins and 12 losses, 18 wins by knockout. That fight at Glory 98 was his debut. 2024, big year. He was a silver medalist in the military kickboxing championships. He weighs in at 92 kilos even. It was wild a year ago. We expect nothing less tomorrow night in Rotterdam. Then we have some heavyweights. Anis Bouzid, Antonio Plazabat. Bouzid under the scales first out of Morocco. He's currently ranked number 4 in the Glory World Rankings. 49 wins, 5 losses, and 37 career knockouts. He was the breakout fighter of the year last year, coming off a unanimous decision over Errol Zimmerman in the last outing at Glory 105. And he's at 113.6 kilos. Now his opponent, Antonio Plazabat, out of Split, Croatia. This will be his 11th Glory career fight. 23 wins, 5 losses, 16 career knockouts. He had a triumphant return at Collision 8 in December after being away from the ring for 2.5 years. And he went from the Glory Newcomer of the Year in 2019 to the Fighter of the Year in 2022. 124.1 for Plazi. There is some thought that the winner of this fight might position themselves next in line to compete for the heavyweight belt. We shall see. 3 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. And of course, the Light Heavyweight Grand Prix will feature 8 of the best, most explosive light heavyweights in the world in one night. 3 fights in one night. Listen to some of these statistics. They're all first-time matchups in the quarterfinals. They have combined for 86% career win ratios and a combined 151 knockouts. The winner of this Grand Prix not only becomes a Grand Prix champion, but will be crowned the light heavyweight champion of the world. Let's get to the first quarterfinal. Mohamed Hamdi and Jem Caceres. Hamdi is here out of Morocco. Undefeated in 2 prior Glory appearances. His record, 22 wins and 4 losses, 10 of those wins by knockout. He had a unanimous decision over Alim Nikita in his Proving Grounds matchup in April. 95 kilos even for Hamdi. Now, Jem Caceres out of Turkey. 20 wins, just 3 losses, 14 big wins by knockout. He proved himself in April with a unanimous decision win over Sebastian Lutanyuk. 4 of his 7 fights have ended inside the distance. Jem weighs in at 94.6. His career highlights include a split decision win over Maury Kromall back at Glory 98. That is quarterfinal number 1. The winner, of course, fights on to the semifinals. We will ask them both to stay on the stage while we weigh in the rest of the Grand Prix contestants. Grand Prix quarterfinal number 2, Mohamed Touchazi and Bahram Rajamzadeh. Touchazi fighting out of Morocco. 20 wins, 3 losses, 14 career knockouts. He's here on a 4-fight winning streak, including a unanimous decision at Glory 107 Proving Grounds, and on the scales today at 94.8. Now his opponent, Bahram Rajabzadeh. 73 wins, 6 losses, and 65 career knockouts. The Golden Wolf was the breakout fighter of the year in 2023 and responsible for some of the most viral kickboxing moments of the past 2 years. 94 even for the Golden Wolf. Quarterfinal number 3, Donovan Visa moving up from the middleweight division. And Luis Tavares. Visa out of Suriname, 23-2. The Dream Chaser will now be chasing the dream of being a 2-division champ as he moves up and comes in a winner of 12 of his last 13. 93.8 for Donovan Visa. A former middleweight champion, of course, one of the most dominant in Glory history. Here's his opponent, Luis Tavares, out of the Netherlands, making his 13th Glory start. Tavares, 65 wins, 11 losses, and 21 career knockouts. He's coming off a unanimous decision win over Moamin in the Proving Grounds matchup. 94 kilos even for Tavares, whose debut, by the way, came all the way back at Glory 9 in 2013. And the last of our quarterfinals matches up Artem Vakhitov and Michael Boapea. Vakhitov back into the Glory ring. A former 2-time Glory light heavyweight champion of the world. As a professional, 22 wins, 7 losses, 8 of those wins by knockout. He fought for the heavyweight belt 1 year ago at Glory 100. And today weighs in at 94.5 kilos. His opponent, Michael Boapea out of Ghana, the Time Bomb. 23 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and 9 career knockouts. Former 2-time middleweight title contender, became a light heavyweight tournament champion last year, defeating Milos Svetichanin in the final of a 4-man bracket. Boapea, 94.2 kilos. The winner of each quarterfinal, of course, fights on to the semifinals. Let's move all of our 8 Grand Prix contestants to the front of the stage, if we can, for one photo opportunity. Eight men enter. One will not only become a light heavyweight Grand Prix champion, but the light heavyweight champion of the world tomorrow night inside Ahoy in Rotterdam. And then the main event, 2 of the most electric Glory fighters that have met before at Collision 7 in Arnhem and were scheduled to meet at the end of last year's last heavyweight standing, but due to injury, it did not happen. We'll take care of that unfinished business tomorrow night between Milos Svetichanin and Mori Kromov. Svetichanin out of Novi Sad, Serbia, is ranked the #1 contender in the division. Let's get Milos onto the scales. 19 wins, 5 losses, 10 of those wins coming by knockout. He defeated Sofian Laiduni and Anis Bouzid at Glory 105 to advance to the last heavyweight standing tournament finals. Fighter of the Year for 2025. He competed 8 times in 2 different divisions. Milos, a 3-time Serbian national champion, weighs in at 102 kilos even. Now the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, Mori Kroma. The Black Ghost out of Guinea. 37 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 9-1 in his Glory career with 5 knockouts. He defeated Michael Boapin and Tarico Saro to advance to the last heavyweight standing tournament finals. And his flying knee finish over Rajab Zadeh at Glory 100 has had 100 million views around the world. It's Mori versus Milos. 5 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world in a sold-out Rotterdam Ahoy tomorrow night. You can feel the energy in this room. Imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow night inside Ahoy with a sold-out crowd. Try and get some tickets. As I understand it, as of right now, a couple of hundred seats are left. We hope to see you there live. If not, watch it live around the world. Go to glorykickboxing.com for broadcast information. Are you ready for glory?
To see the rematch with Mori Kroma because we have unfinished business.
I saw Milos is in the final. I beat his ass one time. I can do it twice.
We all saw what happened to Milos. He unfortunately is unable to fight in the finals tonight.
Stunning news. Mori was ready to make the walk to fight, but he is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Now a champion. It would be a nice fight to fight Milos.
You know, sometimes you think about maybe you need to rest, but who cares, you know? I'm going to rest when I'm dead.
It has to be Milos versus Mori next. Both fresh in 5 rounds.
Hell yeah, sign me up.